Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to give you guys a look at some of the animals that are here. Some of them are available, some of them you've seen before, and others you have not. So a couple of announcements real quick. You guys, we've canceled all of our expos, the smaller shows. We've just decided that they're just not worth our time. So sales are a little bit slow right now. We're down to very little stock. We have 2 shipments coming this month, for which both of those we will give you guys an unboxing. And for right now, just want to show you these 2. This is our captive bred pair of Rubidis, of Mexican red tail indigos. And I took them off my available page because the female has some follicles in development. So I've been putting them together and I've been pairing them. However, I am going to allow these to go. So if somebody is interested in this pair, send me a message. Like I said, I took them off of my available page, but I've been pairing them, I've been putting them together. If nobody takes them, they will stay here and we will just continue pairing and seeing what happens. But captive bred pair, they are from wild caught adults. I produce these and they are really nice, and I'm always happy to show them on camera because these are the last of our Drymarchon. We've discontinued Drymarchon in the Malaysia facility. It's probably just too warm. It doesn't get cool enough for these animals to cycle, and we haven't had good luck with breeding. So my last pair of Mexican Rubidis. And this little baby Pitayas carinata has been here for a minute. It's probably just about doubled in size. I did probe it, it is a male, and I have a female juvie or small adult female to go with it. I am gonna make these available as a pair. I also did not have these on the website because the pair was reserved for a customer. And the customer, after so many weeks, finally backed out, and so now they're available again. So that's been happening a lot. There's a lot of very soft buyers out there, a lot of people reserving animals and jumping on my waiting list and all kinds of stuff, and people backing out, and it's just the way it is. It's a little bit more extreme right now at this moment. The economy is down, I guess. The election is coming. Some people are afraid to pull the trigger on animals, or they just can't do it, or whatever the reason may be. So I do have this pair available. So this little male has now been taking frozen thawed quail, unscented quail, 2 at a time, 2 per meal, day-old quail, and it is growing really fast. So I'll show you the female next. Doesn't like the camera. And this is the little female. I guess juvie size, I guess you could say. She likes her frog legs, and I haven't done any scenting trying to convert her over to birds or anything like that, but I probably will. Today's actually feeding day, so I might give that a whirl. But it is a very nice matched pair, and her demeanor is pretty good also. Just like most of these snakes, you can rile them up if you really try, but we don't try to do that here. So that's a cool pair. Somebody's gonna end up with a cool pair of snakes. So Malaysia has been very problematic for us this year. Actually, importing in general has been a little bit complicated. New regulations, new IATA rules, different things, different packing requirements and whatnot. It's been a little bit more intense. Malaysia has been a problem with getting permits issued, complete permit packages issued. So we do have permits issued now as of 2 days ago, and the shipment's coming. There are no Pitayas carinata on the shipment. For those of you that have been waiting or whatever, here is your announcement. They are not coming. So they will be in the facility and they will sit there until next summer. They'll come in June of next year. So they're just gonna sit with us. It's just the way it is. I love that species, so I will be able to go and interact with them, do some more videos with them, and I will be photographing them and then giving them ID numbers. I'll be able to accurately probe and sex all those animals in the meantime. So next year, We will bring animals over if they're reserved. And we're not going to be doing any more of these waiting lists and just take people at their word, because it's just not working. It's very frustrating. So anyway, also in the facility right now, and we do have permits for these, we have calico sunbeams. One is a calico, one looks albino or maybe leucistic, not 100% sure. I don't know the sex of them yet. I might be able to get my manager to sex those for me. They're big, they're really healthy, they're long-term captive. If they don't get reserved, they are just gonna stay over there. We're at a point right now where I don't wanna bring all these animals over here and then have them not sell and then just dump them all on my family and then leave for 6 or 7 months to Thailand. That's not fair to them, it's not fair to the animals. I'd rather just leave them over there in a facility, in a proper facility, getting proper care. That's a better way to do it. So if something like that is of interest to you, please message me. We have about 1 more week until we have to commit and get those animals packed and sent over. So also there are albino puff-faced water snakes. Those might be spoken for. I'm not 100% sure. I think we have 3 of those. And then we also have some albino boquartz water snakes, including this giant female, really big one. So the animals are doing great. They're feeding really well, according to my manager. And so again, it's one of those things. Do I bring a bunch of water snakes over here, a bunch of rare water snakes, and risk having them not sell and leaving my family to take care of aquatic snakes? I'm not sure if we're gonna do that or not. So a lot of this stuff is going to be by reservation only. And in addition to those, we have a good amount of rhino rat snakes that are available, coming over, all the different Boiga species. Basically, most of the things that you see on my available page at DMExotics.com that are expected in October. Inquire if you're interested in that stuff, because I am cutting animals off that shipment left and right because I just don't want to risk having those animals sit here and not sell. I think the market will be better next summer, and I will also have a lot of time for planning to take reservations and to offer animals with ID numbers and the whole thing. So we're going to be doing things a little bit different for these last 2 shipments, but there's good stuff available, there's good stuff coming. And so if you guys are serious and you're interested, please message me. I'm not going to go down that long waiting list and reach out to everybody ahead of me bringing animals over. If I end up with the animals and you're on the waiting list, I'll reach out. But if you are serious and you're watching this video, confirm to me that you want those animals, and then I will make sure that that they come over. But no Pitayas carinata, no permits. That'll be for next June. So we do have a few male viper boas now, fully established, doing really good, taking frozen thawed, and I have some high color animals also coming later this month, I think around the 22nd or so. So I did request females to pair up with these. They probably are going to be long-term animals that have been in the facility already for some time. So we'll be pairing these up and should have some nice ones. These still have not shed since they've been here, but man, they really look nice. So I think that's gonna do it for today's video. Last weekend we did the virtual unboxing, so we didn't have any animals in hand. This week I wanted to change it, show you guys some of the stuff that's here, some of the animals that are available. And that brings me to my last point. We normally upload our videos on Saturday mornings, such as this particular video, but next weekend I think we have a shipment coming, and it should be a Malaysia unboxing. So if you wake up on Saturday morning, if you're one of those loyal watchers, loyal viewers, and you don't see a video from DM Exotics, it's gonna be Sunday morning. I wanna show you guys the stuff that we get, because I know you guys like to see that, and that is about it. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Take care.